Hey, how's it going, guys? This is Twister, and today I'm back with another Black Ops 3 video because you guys really enjoyed yesterday's video where I was showing off my my best camo that I made in the paint shop, and you guys really wanted to see a tutorial on it. So that's what I'm going to be doing for you guys today. I'm going to be doing a full tutorial on how to make this camo. Now, in that video, I asked you guys to come up with some cool names that I could name this camo, and someone suggested Hyper Smoke, which I thought sounded cool at first. And then that gave me the idea to call it Hyper Blaze, which goes with the colours, and it also goes with the fact that there's some really cool flames on it. So that's what I've decided to call it, and I hope you think that sounds pretty cool. So first off, what you want to do is make any shape cover the whole gun, and this is going to be your base gradient. You want to have the first colour, it's kind of like a bright pink, and then the second one a pretty darkish blue, so it goes all the way across the gun. And then what you do, you want to hit triangle or Y to toggle this to blend. That's really important. You get the metallic shine from behind the gun showing up on the actual colours itself. Next, what you want to do, you can either copy that same layer or create a new layer, cover the whole gun, and you want to press up on your D-pad and get that really nice blue material, and then change the opacity down to about 70%-ish, or whatever you guys like. Then what you want to do is you want to take a shape. I've used like this semicircular shape, and then you want to put it in somewhere in the middle of your gun, put the opacity down, and then you just want to copy it across, keep it copying across, make the opacity pretty low, so when you copy it across it gets darker and darker and darker, and that just creates a little bit of depth on the gun itself, which looks pretty cool. And then you want to repeat the same process towards the back of the gun, and then repeat the same process, as you can see, towards the front of the gun, just moving it slightly each time, so you get like a really dark to light fade. It looks pretty nice, adds some nice depth to it. Now what you can do, you can add some extra detail. This is optional, but I kind of do like this. You've got like a really nice pattern here. Just have it black, move it just in front of that blue layer, as you can see, and then put the opacity quite down, and it just again adds a little more detail to the background of the gun. And I do think that was quite, I saw that on a video and I really like the styling of it, so I've decided to do it on this one as well. Now we can start to add the flame. So this is the first flame pattern. You can see you can have it in the similar region, but whatever rotation you want, you can have it a different size, whatever you're comfortable with, but you want to have like a purple to pink gradient. Now I do pink gradient, but I think later on in the video I actually changed that to an even brighter pink, so it stands out even more. So just watch out for that. Now what you're going to do, copy that layer, place it behind, and you want to start doing a similar shadow effect to what we did earlier. So put the opacity down on that layer, make sure it is black, and then move it along each time with a low opacity, so you get like a nice shading effect. Depending on how dark or how light you want these shadows to be, just depends on how much you bump down or bump up the opacity on these kind of dark layers. So just mess around with it, get to whatever you're comfortable with. You don't have to copy this tutorial number by number exactly. You can just mess around with it yourself and get the right colours you want, get the right shapes and positions you want. It's definitely up to you. So we're currently just making sure these shadows, personally I don't like them too dark, but you kind of just want to notice it because again it adds a bit of depth to the actual flame. So once you've done the shadows, once you've messed around with that, as you can see I was referring back to the other side, which obviously I've got the luxury of doing, but you guys don't. So just mess around with it, keep on going, get to something that you are happy with, and then that should all be good. So once you finish with the shadow and you want to copy that first flame layer, place it on top, and then you want to choose that same blue material by pressing up on the D-pad so it covers the flame itself. Then you want to turn the opacity down to around 30%. Now we can add the second flame on top, which is a different kind of flame, a different shape. You can use the same one if you want, but I chose to do this different one. And we're basically just going to repeat the same process. We're going to do that same purple to pink gradient. Again, I'll change it to a bit of a brighter gradient at the end of the video. And you want to make sure that the gradient is actually rotated the right way. So you want the purple towards the base of the flame and the bright pink to stand out towards the end of the flame. Next, again, we're going to do that same shadow process, copy the same flame, place it behind, change it to black, and then start messing around with the opacity, and then copy it across, moving it to the right or down below it a little bit each time. You can even change the size of it just to make sure you're getting that shadow effect really nicely. Again, mess around with the opacities as much as you feel like to get it to a point where you feel like it is the best kind of shadow for your gun. Now when you've done that, you're pretty much done. You just want to do the same thing as before, copy the flame, place it on top, and then choose that same blue material by pressing up on the D-pad, and there you have it. This is where I'm just kind of comparing it to the other side that I had before, and I actually changed that pink to a bit of a brighter pink so it stands out a lot more. And there we have it. We've pretty much done. Actually, it's a lot easier than you might first think. When I first did this, I was messing around with it for about an hour, but actually recreating it only takes around 10 minutes. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think of the camo name Hyperblaze for this camo. I think that sounds pretty good. I think it suits the colours and the flames really well. So let me know your opinions on that. And yeah, hopefully you have enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy this video and you did find this useful and you're going to recreate this camo, make sure you do leave a like rating on the video and subscribe to the channel if you are new and you want to keep up to date with my future Black Ops 3 videos. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll hopefully see you all in my next video. See you later, guys.